All right, I think we should get started now. Let's go over quick updates. With Cerdict, we have already submitted all the required information and the fixes to the contract. It's now, their chance to respond. It's been a couple days since we finalized all the changes, so they should be getting back to us really quickly and then just giving us the final report. That's going along very well. I already messaged our Cerdict contact and I already told him that everything was finished and that how long would it take? And he said a couple days before they get back to us with the changes. Uh, 1 second. Okay. We will be updating the white paper with today's launch events calendars, and that's already up, and I'll be going over the launch events. We will also be updating over the coming week the white paper to explain a little bit more about what we plan on doing with the ecosystem and how we will sustain the project and all that stuff. A little bit more information for you guys so you guys can understand what's going on in our heads and how we plan on seeing how we plan ValiFi will be basically. The raffle was excellent. We were able to purchase 3 yield keys out of circulation. We used one of those to re-raffle one, and 2 of them are basically locked in the Treasury, so they're taken out of circulation very slowly, but it's happening. That way we can lower the supply and basically increase the price. We have seen that the yield key price has dropped a little bit. It's 4.2 AVAX, and dollar amount is different because AVAX is basically took a huge hit. So we're just waiting for AVAX to recover, and with the things we're doing, we hope to bring that up significantly. And I think it shouldn't really worry anyone, and the team's not very worried about it because the fact that there's 5,000 legendary yield keys out there and there's only 170 listed on for sale really shows that people are still committed to ValiFi, to staying in the ecosystem, and going through with the purchase of their yield boxes. Otherwise, they will be selling their yield keys. And there's people who already are doing that, and I guess they don't want to be part of the ecosystem fully, so they just came to flip their yield key, and good for them. We make a commission on that, and that goes to the Treasury, so it's all good. All right, let's go over the events. So we have an issue with the yield keys, that yield keys are basically in the DApp when you're going to buy yield boxes, right? Yield keys have this locking mechanism that even if you transfer your yield keys, no one else will be able to buy yield boxes with those yield keys because you already purchased your 10. So it becomes an issue where people list on the marketplace their yield key that they already used to buy yield boxes, and then someone else tries to buy that yield key and basically use it again to create more yield boxes, but then they realize that it's already been used before. So what we did is we are releasing a burning mechanism to burn version 1 for version 2, and that will happen on May 4th. That's next Wednesday, basically in a couple days. You will be able to go in and start burning your yield keys for the version 2. The version 2 is not tradable till launch. So that way we prevent any movement of keys, and you'll be able to use those V2s to be able to purchase your yield boxes, basically. So when does pre-sale start? That's everyone's question. Pre-sale starts next Friday. So next Friday, legendary yield keys owners can start purchasing their yield boxes for $250, and they can start purchasing some tokens at 25, some Valley tokens. And that will go on for 2 weeks. So next Friday we start. That's May 6th to May 20th. Now on May 21st, it starts the pre-sale round 2, which is we're gonna extend it to 1 week. So it's 1 week from that Saturday to that Friday. And then on May 28th, we will have token generation event and liquidity locked and final adjustments with the DApp. And on June 1st, which is a couple days after the token generation event, you'll be able to go in with your legendary yield keys and claim your yield boxes and start making money. So pre-sale round 1 for legendary yield keys is basically next week, next Friday. And it's going to go on till the 20th. After the 20th, pre-sale round 2 starts, which is just 1 week. Token generation on the 28th and liquidity locked. And then June 1st, which is like 3 days after, starts your pre-sale claiming period where you can claim your yield boxes that you purchased during pre-sale. And then June 5th, which is that Sunday, is when we have full-fledged DApp public launch for everyone in public. So you guys will be making money for about 4 days prior to the public. So your yield boxes will be making money prior to the public, and you can, just use your value how you want it. You can compound, you can sell, you can do whatever you want. In the
I think we lost you.
What?
Can you repeat that? I think we lost you there for a second.
Oh, yeah. What part?
20 seconds before.
Okay. So let's just go over it again. Okay, May 6th, that's next Friday. It starts the pre-sale round 1 for legendary yield key owners. You can go in, you can purchase your yield boxes, you can purchase your Valley, and then on the 21st it starts pre-sale round 2. That's for the 500 whitelisted people, and then on the 28th we will have the token generation event plus liquidity locked, and a couple more days for the DApp to be integrated with the contract and all that stuff. And then on June 1st, which is 3 days after the token generation event, we have we have the pre-sale yield box claiming period. So you guys can go in and claim your yield boxes that you purchased during pre-sale, and they can start making money for you. You attach the yield key, and then you pay the monthly fee. And then on June 5th is when we have the actual public DApp for everyone else who wants to join ValiFi. So you guys are getting a couple days early of money making prior to public by having whitelisted and being part of the pre-sale, basically. So someone's saying, so we burned first for V2 before pre-sales. Yeah, so you will need V2 of the yield key to be able to participate in the pre-sale, basically. That's why we're opening the burning next on Wednesday, which is in a couple days. So on Wednesday, you can go into our DApp, you can burn B1 for B2 so that you're ready for Friday. And as soon as Friday launches, you can start purchasing your yield boxes until the 20th. That's for legendary yield key owners. So V1 will not be able to be used in the DApp until you burn it for V2. So B1, if there's listed on the marketplace some V1s, and this is after the pre-sale has started, right? Let's say you come in a week later or something like that, and there's some listed V1s, you can still purchase them and guarantee that you can get 10 yield bucks with it. Because before, without the burn, you wouldn't know that. So this is what we're doing to prevent that from happening, from people being scammed, basically. Let me see. I have a couple more questions here. 1 second. Sorry if I sound weird. My voice is my throat is kind of raspy today. Someone asked, will we be doing an AMA with Cryptonaires? Yes, I'm already talking to Crypto Sensei to plan an AMA for next week, prior to launch. But yeah, that's gonna be very exciting times. We're gonna push our marketing. I don't know if you guys have heard about our new marketing techniques. We're gonna have our marketing done closer to launch, so that we can get more people going after launch and even a little bit prior to launch. So we can hope we can do nice big marketing early next month, which is in a couple of days. V2s cannot be sold. So the version 2, the way it works is that they're locked till launch. So after launch, you can sell them on the marketplace freely, They're just locked for a period of time that is determined by the contract. And that way there's no trading of V2 in the marketplace. Yeah, so the stablecoin that we'll be using is USDC, E, and USDT, I believe, or MIM, yeah. Yeah, USDT and USDC. On AVAX, obviously.
This guy's, are fees due up front or 30 days after filling the boxes?
I believe the way it's set up right now, the fees are due up front. And you can pay up to 90 days. So you can pay up to 3 fees, basically. And those will be paid in stablecoin, obviously, not in AVAX. At the end of the day, we cannot control the price of AVAX. That's why we're unpegging from them, basically. Yield keys are still pegged to the AVAX, so that's why they're charged in an AVAX 4.2 AVAX. And people haven't really gone into the marketplace to update their price. They just want the 4.2 AVAX instead of X amount of dollars.
When can you buy Valley tokens for top up?
Wait. Someone's saying still unclear. If I bought my V1 originally, do I still need to convert to V2? Everyone who wants to participate in the pre-sale, before you can enter the DApp, you will need the V2. So it's just a simple burn and mint.
This guy asked, when can you buy Valley tokens?
Valley tokens are distributed amongst the events. So in event 1, you'll be able to purchase at $25 the Valley, but that's a very small allocation. And event 2, if you have legendary keys or you're whitelisted, you can purchase at $40 Valley. The way you burn the legendary yield keys will be through our DApp, and that will be explained thoroughly. So you guys, it's literally just a button. You click upgrade to V2, and then you just connect your wallet, and then it picks it up. You burn them and get the new ones, and that's it. Pretty simple.
This was like following up on the questions. He's asking, are we guaranteed at least some of $25? Or is it first come, first serve?
I think the way it's set up right now, everyone's guaranteed a little bit of coins in that pre-sale round 1. I think so. I'll have to verify. But if not, we can just change the numbers to make sure everyone gets some. Because it should be by legendary key. Like each legendary key can purchase X amount of value. I think that's how it's set up. I have to confirm with the devs, but yeah. Let me see. I have some other stuff. You know, so people are talking about sustainability of Valley, and that's one thing I wanted to touch upon. We at ValiFi believe that in the beginning, we believed to go with investments was the best way to do it. But then after what happened with Strong and all that, we realized that it's not the best way to do it. Bear markets are inevitable and they happened, and, we just have to keep going through them until we reach the upside again. That is why we made a commitment to change the way ValiFi operates. Now we're going into the ecosystem and the ValiFi ecosystem, and that's what we're building. And the way it works is basically that basically we have we're building services that are not related to DaaS protocols. So basically you're able to go and you're able to use services that are owned by ValiFi that does not contain the name of ValiFi in them. So people don't know it's ValiFi. Well, it will say it at the bottom, but the name of the service itself will not be ValiFi. We will create marketplaces. That's the example we have out there. We're looking for names for our marketplace. So the marketplace will trade every single collection out there, and we will make commission on that. And that's what we will sustain the yield boxes. So by creating all these services, which with the main focus of sustaining yield boxes, we'll be able to basically become sustainable. And we'll just keep pumping new services out and out, and even things that are not out in blockchain yet. That's the things we're very excited for. And with that whole thing is what will make ValiFi sustainable. On top of obviously the token utility, which what you can use ValiFi for, the Vali token for, and also on top of that with what the sorry. So there's token utility, which is what you can use the ValiFi for. There's protocol utility, which is basically all these services that we're doing, and then there's investments. So I know you guys were asking about to partner up with someone who knew about investments, and that's what we're doing. We're searching for partners, and we're linking up with people who know investing in crypto, and they're very good at what they do, to create a specific plan for ValiFi to invest the money in from ValiFi. So that's what we're doing. So we're creating a strategic plan to invest money in different protocols. We're creating a bunch of services to bring money from people who are not related to ValiFi. And then we're also creating token utility so that you can use the Vali token in different ways. That's basically the trilogy that will give us sustainability.
Cool, well said. We have somebody over here that wants to talk. I don't know if you want to take questions now or if you want to keep on going with what you have.
Yeah, we can bring Mr. Legenbill in.
Yeah, someone raise their hand. Hello there. Welcome back. Can you hear us, Mr. Legerville?
Hello? I think it's happening the same thing that happened before to him.
Maybe your mic, plug it back in or something. Maybe check your volume or something. I mean, we can put in Days Gamer while we wait for him to get his thing fixed.
Yeah, yeah. So the dates, the day and the time is basically 12 UTC. For everything.
Hello.
Hey, Days.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Excellent. Yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. So quick question. I just want to clarify, you guys have a lot of moving pieces, a lot of different things going on. So I just want to make sure I 100% fully understand. I have a legendary key. Do I
Mhm.
still need to burn that one specifically for a V2?
Yeah, so everyone who wants to participate in the pre-sale will need to burn prior to using it in the DApp.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
so
So,
V2 will be the ones that you use moving forward. So that's why, prior to launch and prior to the pre-sale, you will need to burn it to be able to purchase your yield boxes.
and I apologize. When is the burn date again? I'm sorry.
No, the burn date, it's not a specific date. It starts on the 4th, which is next Wednesday. But you can do it anytime between that time and the 20th, which is the last day to buy your yield boxes.
Okay, got it. So, and I apologize. What was happening next Friday then in that case? Because you said next Wednesday. The fourth is when we can do
When
the
you can
birth and
burn,
then.
yeah. The 4th is
Okay,
when you can burn and get everything ready for Friday, which is the beginning of pre-sale.
and
That's
that
when
lasts for 2 weeks.
that's 2 weeks, yeah.
Okay, got it. And we can. Is it still the same deal where what I'm a little bit confused about is everyone's mentioning something in the chat about upfront or having to pay upfront. I'm not sure what they're referring to, but is there really a difference in how the pre-sale is working now versus before?
No, I believe they're talking about the monthly fee that you have to pay for the yield boxes.
Okay, so is the fee is what's happening is that you have to pay for the fee basically not at
That's
like the end of the 30 days, but at the beginning of the 30 days, basically.
You pay the way we have it set up now, and I have to see just to make sure, but I believe it's basically from the first day you create your yield boxes, you pay the fee, you connect it to the yield key, and that activates to create. I will have to make sure, and if we can change it to what you guys were saying about making it the first month free with the initial payment, then we will do that.
Okay, got it.
It's
And
just the way it was. It was the way it was. The way we're doing it is that it checks with the DApp, like the connection. Basically, okay, the yield boxes have two requirements that need to be met to be able to produce the full amount of the reward, which is the fee and the yield key. So it checks those two, and then that's when it starts giving you the full rewards. So I'll need to make sure if we can change that or not, but for now, this is how we have it set up. But that will be when you claim your yield boxes. So on June 1st, you will, which is a couple days after token generation, you will be able to log in, connect your wallet, and it'll tell you like, oh, you bought X amount of yield boxes during pre-sale, you claim them, and then they're added to your account.
Great. And what is the fee for the legendary key holders who buy a yield box?
It's $10 a month.
$10 a month. Okay, got it. Okay, great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Awesome, thank you.
Also, one more quick thing. All those dates will be posted on white paper and on Twitter. I'll probably also post it on the Discord as well too. Mr. Legrenville, is your mic fixed yet? I'm assuming not. Echo, can you hear my?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes,
Hey
sir.
man, yeah, welcome.
I'm sorry, I'm in the car right now driving. So I'm sorry for the quality.
It's good we hear you, man.
All right. So I have two questions. The first one is, as the floor price of the NFTs is that low, I'm thinking about buying another legendary yield key, but only using it for compounding and not to purchase another 10 yield boxes at the pre-sale. Is this possible?
Can you repeat the last part, sorry?
Is it possible to just use a yield key, a legendary yield key for compounding, not to buy 10 yield
Yes.
boxes at the pre-sale?
Yes, that is the main purpose of the yield key after pre-sale, is to open
Great.
up
All right.
to earn more money. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Great. And my second question, it's a little bit a delicate question, so I'm sorry in advance. I don't know if you know about it, but there was a project which the founders of this project lost interest in leading it. So therefore, Loki, the community manager of Core, stepped in and took over the Treasury and paid everything back to the community. Now, my question is, I know it's not going to be like that, and I am for sure that if something like happens like that, you will be prepared. But my question is, if it happens that you guys are losing interest in leading ValiFi, is there some kind of exit plan?
Well, let me first mention that we're not losing interest in developing ValiFi. We're just getting started, and we're very excited to even have this opportunity to do it. And that's something that the team and I like. There's a reason why we show up to every meeting, and we've been working for 4 months straight, even 5, just Monday through Sunday, 6 hours a day, just for the commitment of this project. But if there was an exit strategy, which is what we mentioned a long time in one of the first AMAs, is that obviously all the money will be given back, even the treasury. And if liquidity is already locked, there's nothing we can do. But once it unlocked, we will obviously return it. But again, this is not a scenario that will happen. We're very committed to this project, and this is basically our baby. That's the way we see it.
All right. I didn't want to insult you. I just wanted to make sure.
No, absolutely. No worries.
All right, then. That's it. Thank you very much. Guys, you're doing a great job, and I am looking forward for the pre-sale.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks as well.
All right, Mr. Legenville.
I'm thinking maybe we push him out and have him come back in when his mic's working.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone's asking, are legendary yield key owners are guaranteed sorry, the 10 yield boxes? Absolutely. Yes. There's no cutoff. Like, so if you have 5 yield keys, you will have the ability to purchase 50 yield boxes. That's guaranteed to you. And the tokens, I'll give you guys later next week the exact amount that each legendary yield key will be able to purchase at $25.
Welcome back, Rami.
Hi, how are you doing?
Excellent.
Hello, can you hear me? Oh, you can, yeah.
Yes.
So I'm very good. I'm very excited. Can't wait for the. Is it the 6th?
Yes, next Friday.
Excellent. It's been a long time coming. Why can't it hurry up? But I can wait another week. So my question is there going to be a limit to how many yield boxes I can buy? For instance, if I've got 1 key, am I going to be able to buy all 10 yield boxes on the 6th?
Yes.
So
each yield key grants you the ability to buy 10 yield boxes at $250.
Excellent. So as long as I've got the money, I can buy all of the yield boxes for my key in one go.
Yes. And you will have 2 weeks to do that.
All right, excellent. I'm doing it on day one. I've got all the funds together already.
Awesome, man.
I just need it. I just need the release to happen. What else was I going to ask? I can't remember what it was now. I don't think it was that important. My main question was, can I max out my yield box straight away on day one? So I take it the tokens are first come, first served.
The tokens, I believe we're gonna, since the community is like saying that they want guaranteed allocation of those tokens, then we can split it up and set the limit for each legendary yield key, so that to ensure that everyone can get some.
Yes, so
but those tokens, I just want to remind the community really quickly. Sorry to cut you off, but those tokens basically are for creating future yield boxes. Like, you can't, if you try to sell them, you will be hit with the anti-token manipulation tax.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm not going to sell them. So, but if you're then going to ensure that everybody gets some, doesn't that mean you're going to have to cap? Is there going to be enough tokens for every yield box to max themselves out? Sorry, for every yield to max themselves out.
So we have 20,000 tokens, and there's 5,000 legendary keys, so we'll just cap it at that. And you can still purchase from the 80,000 tokens at $40 during pre-sale round 2 if you have a legendary yield key.
Excellent, but
that's at $40 instead of $25.
But at 25, I'm still going to be able to max my yield key out, aren't I?
Yes, because it's different. Like, the yield boxes is separate from the tokens. Like, the tokens is just something extra we added at the end, just to create more liquidity.
So on the 6th, there's enough tokens in that pool for everyone that's got a legendary yield key to max it out.
It's not the yield boxes is separate. So yeah, everyone can max out their yield boxes. The tokens would be, let me do it here. I think it's 4 tokens per legendary key. 1 second.
4 tokens per legendary key. I thought it was 10. Oh no, it's 4 or 5, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's going to be 2 different things, right? There's the yield boxes that you get up to 10. That's totally fine. And then you have the extra tokens that you can purchase on the side in case you want to do some compounding or purchasing yield box after launch. And that will be 4 per legendary key.
Okay, but my question is, so is there going to be enough supply for everyone who's got a legendary yield key to put $2,500 down and max it out?
Yes, because there's the yield boxes are just created when you purchase them. There's not like cap. The cap is each yield key grants you 10. That's pretty much it. But yeah, every yield key will be able to purchase the 10 yield boxes.
Excellent. That was my main concern, that there wasn't going to be enough tokens for everyone to max.
No, there is. That because it doesn't really have to do anything with tokens, since you're purchasing it in stablecoin. Yeah.
Right.
There's no need to use the tokens.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you, man. So the reason why we have the value allocation, the actual value tokens, it's basically just in case you want some value tokens to be able to compound faster or to purchase them at a cheaper rate than the launch date rate. So that's why we're allocating 20,000 tokens for that first pre-sale round. But if you just want your yield boxes and generate the tokens after, you don't need to touch the, what is it called? You don't need to touch the token allocation there. It's just some extra. Love.
Hey, yeah, quick question for you. The legendary keys, are they only available to get the 250 per yield box during this 2-week period? And what I'm asking is, after that 2-week period when launch happens, are you not able then to generate yield boxes for 250?
Yeah, so the period is the 2 weeks is what gives you the period for the 250 yield box. After that, it's just regular. So because the main purpose of yield keys is to basically be able to turn on more yield boxes. But this is just a perk that the legendary has, that is to purchase yield boxes at 250 during these 2 weeks.
And then again, what is the utility of buying the token then? Just sorry, I'm a little confused. That, you know how you guys are allocating some tokens for the yield keys? What would the utility be there?
For people who don't have the money, let's say right now, to completely fill out their yield boxes, like they want to purchase this cheap value that's there, they can do that and later convert it into yield boxes. It's just giving more flexibility to investors. Thank
you. I really appreciate that. With the condition of the market right now, I know a lot of us are going to, struggle if it doesn't turn around. So that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's it. Thanks very much.
Thank you, man. Thank you for coming up.
Hey, Mr. Legrenville, does your mic work now? Possibly. Maybe not.
You got to go on your phone, man. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe swap to another thing.
Device.
Yeah, device.
Oh, I just been told that the raffle basically has been, the winner for the raffle of the USDC.E raffle, the $500 is been picked. And we have picked the winner. So if you guys want to go there and check if you purchase a ticket.
Yeah, and congratulations, by the way, for last week's winner, and congratulations for this week's winner too.
Yeah, awesome. Someone's saying that they vote for the fees due at the end of the 30 days. That's not how it works. I get that Strong gives you 30 days free, basically the first 30 days free, and we will try to do that too. So we will talk to the development team to change that, because again, it comes down to the requirements on how the structure is programmed. Basically, there's 2 requirements to activate yield keys. One is have to activate yield boxes. You need to have a yield key and you need to pay the fee. The fee needs to be paid. We will try to see how we can accommodate that to ensure that the first 30 days are covered. You can make some profit, and then even from the first day, you can pay up to 90 days out.
Really quick, I just want to touch upon the raffle one more time. So the winners of the raffle, it doesn't automatically drop to you. You have to go back into the DaaS and you actually have to press the button to claim
You're cutting off, man.
I was just saying, I don't know if you hear me, but you have to press the button to claim your raffle prize.
Yeah, you need to go to the raffle and claim your, if you won, you need to go in and actually claim your price, basically. Let's see who else wants to come in and talk to us.
Guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
There
finally.
we go. There he is.
Wow, I had to actually change since I'm on my phone right now. That's probably why it's working. I was on my PC. So I guess
Awesome, man.
we'll get that fixed. But it's been a long time waiting, man. We here. Excited.
Glad to have you here.
Now I have a couple questions here for you guys, right? For legendary, right? Are we okay, I know we can we will be able to purchase our yield box next week Friday. We also qualify for the token. We can purchase the token at $25 each. Say I'm gonna use me as an example, right? I'm gonna get my yearbox. I'm gonna purchase some token, and then when my yearbox start generating Valley token, will I be able to sell them? The one that was purchased on pre-sale as well, without any issue.
Yes. Yeah, you'll be able to sell your gains basically from your yield boxes.
No, I get that, but the one that was purchased during pre-sale at $25, will I be able to purchase them? Will I be able to sell them as well?
No, those no. Those are that allocation of tokens is basically to create future yield boxes in case you don't have money to create the yield boxes during that pre-sale.
So even though that I have my yield boxes and they are generating ValiFi token, I still cannot sell the one that was purchased, the token that was purchased during the pre-sale.
Exactly. So the ones that you'll be able to sell are the ones that you make from your yield boxes without any taxes.
Okay, got this one. All right. Second questions, right? Will there be a node cap? I know it's 100, or there's no cap. Like
there's no cap. There's no cap for the project, and there's no cap for your wallet. It really just depends on the yield keys that you have.
Okay, so if you have like 12, 15 yield keys, you can create. All right, I get. And you also said there's no node cap for the project itself.
Well, the node cap, the actual yield box cap doesn't exist. However, the ones that the protocol is paying is capped by the yield keys, by the yield keys. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So another question that I have for you guys. It's pretty concerning to me, at least, right? Because I've been with you guys since day one, and I know that a few weeks back we were close to 13,000 members on the Discord, and then somehow, how DeFi project works, right? Momentum, like people lose interest, right? And I know you guys are working hard to really. I know you guys are working really hard to make sure we actually close to perfect when it comes to launch and the project itself. But people are losing interest really bad. Now we down to 10,300 and something, and that number keep going down tremendously, and it's really concerning me. I want to know.
Let me just say something about the Discord member count. We've been purging bots that are not real humans, and we set up defenses against that. And if you look at the new ValiFiers channel, you can see that we've been getting attacked with even more bots. But our new security system has locked them out, so they don't actually count. So that's that. And in terms of like losing interest, I get that ValiFi is not being talked as much right now. And that's on purpose. Our marketing has slowed down, and we said that we're pushing it back till after launch and even during launch, just to keep the hype going after that. No one really wants to hear about a project that they can't really invest into right now, or that it's even close to launch. And now that we're getting to that period, marketing will start to ramp up again. We did take a cutback during these months because why even market something that you can't even like truly invest in right now? And we wouldn't say if a lot of people were losing interest in ValiFi, you would see more yield keys being dumped in the market. But the fact that there's 5,000 yield keys out there and only 160 are listed in the marketplace really shows that people are still committed to ValiFi.
Well, I have no doubts, right? Because I'm still committed. I'm not going anywhere, right? It's just that, the more investors we have join this project, then, the more of a positive things it is for the project for the long run, right? That's my base. But I get it. I understand.
Yeah, I mean, and then you start hitting the topics of like Ponzonomics. Do you want more people to join because you need it, or do you want to expand the like it? It's a whole issue there. And, we want to stay as far from that. We want to be as sustainable as possible. And that's why I believe in the future. Like we will not need new members. We will not need it at all.
All right, sounds good. Now, the last questions that I have for you guys, right? You guys probably heard of this project. It's also a node project. It's called Horde. Horde. They have a system where
Yeah.
they are able to keep their price at a stable price, right? Which is very good. It's very bullish to me, if you ask me. That can bring a lot of investors.
Absolutely. Yeah, two steps ahead of you. We already met with them. Okay, just want to make this public. We already met with them, and we're talking with them.
Okay, so then that's really good. Now, my thing is, are there any plan that you guys before lunch you can like somehow implement that whatever they're doing, implement that idea into ValiFi, and trust me, guys, that will be bullish and will bring a lot of investors on board.
Absolutely.
Just knowing that our price will be stable, that will be amazing. So, are there any plan that you guys are thinking about using whatever method they're using?
This is something that we talk with them, and we realize that there's multiple ways to do the same thing, and we are still understanding their system because it's quite complex, and we're taking a look if we can replicate it here. I won't say it will be ready for launch. I won't make any promises like that because I'm not going to promise something I don't know, but we're definitely looking into it because that's something that interests us to keep the price stable.
Perfect. So you'll definitely keep us as the investors update on this, right?
Yes.
All right. That's bullish to me. I mean, I know you guys been working hard, going on 5 months, and I know if anybody can do it, it's you guys. So, I'm not going nowhere, especially if you guys implement this one. I'm going full force, like 100. I'm gonna max out, cap out. I'm just gonna max out all my notes if you guys are able to get this thing done. And that, to me, that's bullish, man. Let's do it, guys. Thank you. I'm done.
Thank you. We've been working very hard for this.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right, man. Your turn.
Oh, hi. Can you guys hear me? I just want to
Yes. Hi, welcome.
Awesome. Thank you. So I do have a question. So I know we've been kind of waiting on Valley for a while now. And I know kind of like our strategy and the protocol has shifted to using, these other created projects, like that NFT marketplace you guys were talking about, naming, things like that, to fund the sustainability of the protocol. My question is, though, what is like the kind of like the ETA on those other projects? Because I feel like initially we're going to be surviving on Ponzi-nomics versus, kind of those other projects. And I know you guys put a lot of hard work into everything, but I mean, is there like an ETA or kind of like a estimated roadmap of like where these other projects are going to start and launch to sustain the protocol?
Yeah. That's actually listed on our white paper. If you look at roadmaps, you can see the projects there. They're actually listed what quarter we believe they're going to be out. And if you look at the ValiFi ecosystem section, you can scroll down and actually have like a little bit more of a detailed with the code name and the actual like release date that we believe when it's going to happen. So again, those are estimates. We want to achieve them as quickly as possible. I don't know if you noticed that we're expanding our team to just keep pushing forward and doing this as good and as fast as possible. Obviously, we wouldn't want to compromise safety or security of the protocol just for rushing it. But you know, we want to do it as fast as possible because obviously this is an integral part of ValiFi.
Right,
and we will just keep pumping new projects basically every single quarter, just new and coming out, just till we so that we can cater to as many people as possible, even people who don't want to invest in DaaS protocols. Just using a service like a DEX. Imagine a DEX, like people use DEXs and Imagine if they use ValiFi's DEX, that it's not called ValiFi. They don't know it belongs to ValiFi. They don't know the commission is being used to sustain yield boxes, but they'll use the DEX. So that's just
I totally see the merits of the strategy. I just kind of want to, that's why I was saying it's like, I think, it will work. I think that's a good idea. I was just wondering the ETA because and I'll check the white paper out now that you said that, but I was just kind of wondering because, 3-6 months down the road, if we don't have something launched, the liquidity just going to get sucked away.
No, it's not. It's not gonna take that long. Like the projects that we have are already. There's some of them that are already under development, and we're just waiting for them to be done basically and be able to be presentable to you guys at least. We will. We want to release more information as we're getting closer to the release of those projects. That's what we're focusing on. Absolutely. But we're working nonstop. Don't think we're laying back.
No, all right. No, I know you guys are busting ass, so I appreciate it. I mean, I'm excited for the launch. Looking forward to it. All right.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
One quick thing that I forgot to mention about the actual raffle real quick.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Grim, can you give me a quick second? One thing about the raffle as well. The whitelist spots, by the way, too. We have a section on our Discord on the left-hand side.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, give me a quick second. On the left-hand side, there's...
Excellent. So that question that I forgot, I remembered, but...
Remy, can you hear me too?
It was basically the question that the gentleman before asked. How quickly are those projects going to be released that are going to help sustain the protocol? So, the answer to that is just check the white paper.
Yeah, those are the projects that we have in line for the next couple quarters, and then new projects will come along as these are released, obviously.
Excellent. And that gentleman before that was talking about Horde. I think I told you about them last week, and you said you was going to touch base with them, and true to your word, you did. So, kudos to you. Well done. I think if we could implement something like that on Valley, because that Horde price is solid, it's stable, it's just pottering along sideways. If we could implement something like that on Valley, it would be brilliant. Did I hear you say that you've realised that there's more than one way of doing what they're doing?
I was referring to the stabilizing price. There's more than one way. Obviously what they're doing is very successful, but there's more than one way. So we will be taking a look at the way they do it and fully understanding it. They basically put us up to a challenge to try to replicate their system, and that's what we're basically going to do.
Legendary. Okay, thanks guys. Yeah. Brilliant. Honestly can't wait. Thanks. That's all the questions I've got. I'm sure I'll have some more next week.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right, Blake.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I just want to say, on top of that raffle as well, we have the whitelist winners. So guys, I would just recommend hopping on the left-hand side under ValiFi. There's a little trophy icon saying whitelist winners. Hop on there to see if you won those whitelists, because like we said, we're also giving away 15 whitelist spots on top of the $500 winner, on top of the legendary yield key winner as well too. So I'm just saying, hop on there, check it out if you won, and yeah, cool.
Vish, someone's asking if you'll be able to burn all your yield keys all at once, or does it have to be one by one?
Yeah, precisely. This was something that it was going to be one by one, but then we actually understood that some people are holding 15, 20 yield keys, and it will be firstly time consuming, and also there would be spending gas fees. Yeah, so we've taken care of it. So now it'll be all in one go. It will basically take all your NFTs and in one transaction it'll just burn them and give you the same IDs. So you'll actually be getting the same IDs that you're holding right now. So if you're holding you bought one because it was your favorite number, you'll be getting that back.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. All right, let's bring up the last 3 people and then we'll do a quick recap. And by the way, guys, Ragul, 1 second. If you guys want to look at the calendar, there's sometimes posted on the AMA chat, or you can just go to the white paper and the 3rd tab, launch calendar. There's the explanation, the little calendar where you can look at the launch events. Raghup, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, welcome.
Well, thank you. Thanks for doing this, guys. Appreciate the work. The question that I have is, say if I were to go to the marketplace and buy an extra yield box, would I be honored at $25 at the time, or would I have to wait for the launch to buy it in the market, like after the launch?
Sorry, you meant going. You said
If I
to
were
go to
to
the
go
market.
buy an extra yield box key from the marketplace where people are selling it, can I
Yes.
participate in the $25
Yes.
pre-sale event as well?
Yes, you can go right now to purchase your yield key in the marketplace, and you'll be able to participate next Friday in the event.
Okay, and then once I buy it, and then let's just say I do, when at the pre-launch, I do buy the token for $25, at the launch, and then now after the launch, if the token goes to $100, do I have to pay $100 in equal and AVAX in order to make a note, or is it still $25 for me?
No, it's whatever the market price is. So that's why we have with the legendary yield keys, you can purchase yield boxes directly. You don't need to purchase any tokens. You just purchase them directly and they get added to your account.
Got you. Okay, so that's all I wanted to know. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot for all the work.
Thank you, man. Get the Baron in here.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man, welcome.
Hold on one sec. All right, I got a few questions. Sorry about that. Congratulations, it's exciting stuff here. We're just days away. Run down real quick. You need one legendary key to get the yield box, correct?
You need one legendary key to get a yield box. Yes,
Up
to
to
10.
Right. So I'm in a little bit of a funny position here. So 10 yield boxes at 25 per box, right?
10 yield boxes at 250 per box.
250 per box.
Yes.
Okay. Now the relief fund for
Ring.
Thank you. Now does that? It's so long, I forgot about it. Ring will that add the 10 to the one legendary key? So whatever percentage you get off of that, will that go into, let's say, if you purchase 10 yield boxes, that'll give you 11 yield boxes for that one legendary key?
No, the way the ring relief form is just gonna give you value tokens.
So I'm gonna get value tokens for the relief.
Yes.
Then I can compound
if you signed up and you're on the Discord, if you signed up for the form where you put your wallet address and you're on the Discord at the time of distribution, you will get your tokens.
Okay, and I can use those tokens to compound.
Yes, you can use those tokens for whatever you want.
Can I sell those tokens or no?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, okay, that's good. And do
it's
you know
commitment. It's a ring relief form with no commitment.
Wonderful. I love it. Tokens for 25 legendary key, burn, Wednesday, Friday start, 250 a box, 10 yield boxes, 2,500. Okay. Congratulations, guys. I'm glad to see we're almost there.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I had no more questions for today. I got everything else I needed.
Awesome.
I'll see you guys on Friday.
Awesome. See you.
Thank you. Bye.
If you guys have any questions that you don't want to ask in the chat or just don't come up here, you can just DM us. There's no issue with that. Someone's asking, Let's Go is asking about the protocols. Yes, we did take a look at them and we want to talk to them a little bit more to fully understand everything and just be able to maybe even create like one insurance for Valley itself. Again, the wallets, I don't think it's necessary. It's told multi-sig and even the contract too. So there shouldn't be any risk. But if if the community wants it and we want to just be a little bit more secure, we can definitely get it. And we're going to be talking to them soon. But yes, it's being looked at. Don't worry about it. Crypto, how are you? You're muted, by the way. Hello?
Hey, Crypto, you're muted on here, so maybe you gotta click the button. next to your profile, or maybe it's your mic's not working. Maybe you gotta unplug and plug it back in. The same thing. There we go. Unmuted now.
Hello?
Hey, I can hear you now.
Oh, sorry. On the PC didn't want to work. Got questions if I might get through them very quickly. Firstly, looking at your white paper, all your investments are centered around DeFi. Is there any intention to actually go into TradFi at all and invest outside of the crypto space?
That is something that we're looking for in the future. Yes.
Okay.
We just need to. There's like legalities associated with that, so we're looking into that.
All right. Cool. Next one. Putting our keys into a cold wallet that are still filled with the yield boxes, is that a possibility?
You will need to transfer, since yield boxes are not transferable, you will need to transfer the yield keys to that wallet prior to purchasing them.
So the yield keys to the wallet prior to purchasing them. So I can put my yield keys into my I can put my yield keys into my ledger, then buy the yield boxes and put the yield boxes into the yield keys, which are in the ledger already.
Yes.
Okay. And
well, the yield keys, the yield boxes are not attached to the yield keys. Right. They're attached in the DApp, but those yield boxes will stay in your wallet even after if you want to sell your yield key. Right.
Okay. That's fair enough. And sorry.
Just do the transaction in the wallet that is most secure, and you want to keep everything in that wallet. So it will be like your ledger.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. And very lastly, just sort of confuses me a little bit. You mentioned early on that you're going to get a crypto expert, investment experts, inverted commas, is there such a thing, to assist with, future investments and so on and so forth. Why was that not done previously? Isn't that sort of a first step you would take if you're going to be investing in the crypto space?
Well, we picked the way we did it is that the first investments were based on the community's wants and needs. And we found that people wanted Anchor and people wanted Strong because at that moment it was the most like secure ones at the moment. There's new projects every single day. And now that we're going to move to even bigger quantities of money, this is when we need, obviously there's still going to be a sense of community drivenness in this that the community will vote on, but it'll be strategic plans that the community will vote on, created by experts.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. All right. No, that's fair enough. Just let you know, I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning to attend this AMA because that's where part of the world I'm in. So, you're reaching around the world, and we've all got huge expectations. And thanks a lot, man. I really am very excited about this project. One of the few, actually.
That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for those words.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Thank you.
All right, I think that pretty much concludes the AMA. Again, this is recorded. You guys can watch it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask our mods, ask us. You can just DM us. There's no issue. It's being recorded. It'll be posted on YouTube soon. Just to quickly recap the events, on May 4th, which is next Wednesday, you'll be able to burn your V1 for V2. You need to burn it prior to purchasing any yield keys. The burning will go on for weeks. So if you don't burn it on the May 4th, it's okay. On May 6th, pre-sale starts, which is next Friday. Next Friday, we start selling the yield boxes. You connect your wallet, you purchase your yield boxes. That goes on till the 20th. The 21st, the people who are whitelisted will have the chance to hop in the ecosystem. And then on the 28th, the token generation event will happen, which means Vali will be listed, the liquidity will be locked. And on June 1st, which is just 3 days after that, basically anyone who bought yield boxes can go into the DApp early and claim their yield boxes and start making a profit. And then on June 5th, which is the Sunday, that's when basically the DApp opens for everybody else. So you guys, by being pre-sales, you get an extra week, like couple 4 or 5 days prior to everyone else, and start generating rewards. And you can do whatever you want with that. You can compound or you can sell. So that pretty much sums up the AMA. Thank you all for being here. We're moving forward with this plan. We're working really hard. We're expanding our team to keep producing more services and more stuff that will sustain this ecosystem. And that's basically the main focus of this. Creating an ecosystem that its main purpose is to sustain yield boxes. And that's what we will do. So thank you all for being here and happy weekend.
Great. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.